Hello YouTube, this is my first video here. This is based off the video I saw a while ago. Yeah, it will be in the description. Enjoy! Hello possibly wonderful people of the internet, this is my first video. I've had to record this like 20 times. Reddit post down here in the red box. Pause if you want to read it. I don't have a script. So, video. Yes, this is the snail I somehow managed to draw up. Yes, this is the very intelligent snail that's also going to be getting the theoretical $1 million with me. And this red figure over here is me. The first thing I would do is hire a big strong bodyguard. Pretend he has muscles. And then I would get him to pick up the snail since he wouldn't die from it and then stuff it in a box. I would then fill the box with a lot of cement, fill it to the brim, wait for it to dry, and then toss it in the ocean. Pretend these are waves. And down here would be our little box with our snail friend. This should give us a good like 50 years because that's how long it would theoretically take for him to escape, I think. And while he's just waiting for the wear and tear of the ocean to break down the box, I'm gonna be hiring construction people to make me a big thing. But before that, I would hire a whole bunch of big smart scientist people. I said big smart scientist people and get them to invent a new fuel source I could use for propulsion, because I would want to make a big fortress in the sky far away from the ground with only one helicopter that knows the whereabouts of said floating castle. I theoretically should have made a jump cut there. If I was pro enough to do that, then yay. And yes, pretend this is the big fortress in the sky, and way over here, pretend this is the ocean and the area that the snail would be at. So big propulsion jets would keep the fortress in the sky for theoretically forever. Yes, fuel source keep in sky forever. I don't have a script, I'm bad at talking. Okay? Don't ridicule me. Anyways, yeah. Well, I'm just up here. I'm also gonna commission a whole bunch of construction people to build me a big fortress thing on the ground. And then when I'll just be right over here. Should probably continue continuity with the red stick figure. And this would be me. I'll be right over here. The snail would break loose and then start to climb all the way over here to the fortress, and then there would be multiple rings of it, kind of like Dante's Inferno. And I would get people to make it so the snail could enter into the labyrinth dungeon thing, get to the center, and then a whole bunch of gates would shut close, trapping him in here, and again filling with cement. Cement's just so good for this. And then over here in the first ring, this light blue area, is water with sharks. So our poor little snail would be trapped in cement for roughly 100 years, and then when he escapes finally, he would have to try and jump across or swim across this pool with sharks in it. Pretend there are like 100 sharks in here. Yes. Try not to get eaten. If he does, then he'll just have to take a while to get pooped out and then climb up over here. And then here comes my favorite part. Just need to try and find a good color for this. Gray. Why not? Pretend this is glue. So he will just be stuck here. No wait, super glue. He would be just stuck here for forever, enduring the possible elements and wind and rain and whatnot, because I might theoretically this structure would not have a roof, so the elements would be bashing down on him while trying to cross this entire thing of super glue. And another ring, just to torture him more, would be this yellow is honey, not piss. So honey, he would just have to try and crawl through this, which is a lot easier to crawl through than cement, a pool of sharks and super glue. But at this point, he actually deserves the escape and should finally come for me. At which point, uh, he would be able to get me now, and snail. I would ask him to stop right there where he is. And since he's been tortured so much by me, I would give him free therapy classes for the next however long it takes to get rid of all of that PTSD. And then he would be so thankful that I would be free from his constant hunting. Or alternative number two, he doesn't listen, and then I do a Spider-Man, which is like Infinity War, disappearing into dust, because theoretically that's the best way to go out. Well, if the snail touches me. But I should probably talk about the three different types of immortality I know about. So there's, and jump cut right around here because I need to draw stuff. Hello YouTube, you should be back by now. And yes, first type of immortality I should talk about is Deadpool immortality. Hello YouTube, so yes, here I've clearly depicted the three types of immortality. First of all, Deadpool immortality. And that's why this red mask thing. I'm horrible at drawing. This was my example picture I was trying to use. I failed horribly. And yes, so that would be the best type of immortality for the snail, because just all of this would be really hard to go through, and the sharks would get fed if this was the case, and they wouldn't have to starve in there. But if it was like the second type of immortality I'd be talking about, decapitation immortality, I should probably mention I'm calling all of these the names I call them, not their official names, because I don't know them. Decapitation immortality. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm gonna do to the snail if that's the type of immortality we're going with. Basically, just get the big strong bodyguard right over here to just lob off his head. His body would theoretically flop over, or it could just become its own sentient life form. Yeah, and then we could stuff both in the box. Distractions. So yes, the body would be able to escape, but without the head, it wouldn't be able to see where the hell it was going. So it would be more likely to fall for this entire dungeon trap. And the third type of immortality, invincibility immortality, would be absolutely horrible for the sharks, because the snail would theoretically be able to chew through their stomach lining and out of their skin, and in a very gory scene of blood everywhere in the pool, just staining the entire pool red. But this is how I would defeat the snail, using using my endless fortune. And also should probably mention the money. Yes, jump cut. Because stuff happened. So yeah, just money, money, money everywhere. Pretend the screen is a lot of money, and then this would all be the snail's money. And since the man doesn't have hands and I do, I could just grasp all of this money and with my Mr. Bodyguard man, just run out the door before the snail could even catch up to me. Since it's a snail, it doesn't have arms or legs. It can't chase that fast. So I would have $2 million, and it would be an absolute win for me and horrible for the snail. And I'm and theoretically, option two would happen, and I would disintegrate into nothingness, and the snail would be the winner that's left. And yeah, maybe we shouldn't do that. But this is all theoretical. Like none of this is actually gonna happen. Yeah. Video is a wrap right about there. Bye.